Look alive, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sports fans around the world. We are the Millie Goats. This is episode 81. We missed last Sunday because I think Javi and I were out of town. We had boots on the ground in Buffalo. Butch P had boots on the ground in Carolina for the game. Tex, I don't know what you were doing, but
Not any of that.
So we didn't have a show, so we didn't get to recap everything. We're not going to do all that tonight. Just going to move on. it's episode 81. It's November 22nd. It's Thanksgiving Eve. Dude. Thanksgiving Eve. You remember the old Thanksgiving Eve days?
Oh yeah, we used to call it Bros Giving.
Yes.
We do our own special Thanksgiving for just the bros.
Most of the time, the turkey was very well overcooked, and most of the sides were terrible, but there was a lot of liquid turkey.
Yes.
A lot of liquid turkey, if you know what we mean. So we've got Thanksgiving Eve. So thank you, everyone, for watching or listening or whatever you're doing. Hopefully you're listening on your road trip. We got a jam-packed episode here. So we just, first of all, we want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, right?
Happy feast day. Eat you some turkey or some ham.
Or
maybe a little bit of both. A ham and turkey sandwich, making the ham the bread and the turkey in the middle.
Or prime rib. Somebody said they were doing a deer chili on Twitter.
We ate some deer tonight.
But yes, it's so happy Thanksgiving to everybody. From our family to yours. But it is also National Jukebox Day. So we got more on that here in a second. And Thursday, which is tomorrow, Thanksgiving. Yes, obviously it's Thanksgiving. But it is also National Espresso Day. And if you're Italian, you know how important the espresso is after a humongous meal at around, say, noon to 2 or 3 or somewhere in that range. Pop a little espresso in, boom, you're ready for second Thanksgiving.
You're wired. You're lit.
Dude, the beauty is, holy football. We're coming to the end of 50-some straight days of football, which will end, I think, Monday. But tomorrow, there's 3 professional games and then 1 college because pro football cucked the Egg Bowl. Scumbags, which usually plays on Thursday nights of Thanksgiving. And then Friday, there's all kinds of games and 1 pro game, the Jets and the Dolphins. And you got all the college games. And then you've got Saturday, which is jam-packed full of college football games. And then Sunday, 10 more games. And Monday, or 11 games Sunday. So all the football and food you want the next few days.
Oh, yeah. We have two Thanksgivings. Both of us. It'll be a whole weekend being thankful.
Which we are. We're trying to win the Millie. Did you win the Millie at all?
Nope.
However,
sure
you finally did enter the the listener league.
After 3 weeks of absolutely dominating everything. 170-plus scores multiple weeks in a row. Join the listener league. Don't break 100.
Dead last. I'm pretty sure we were having a good chuckle about that in Buffalo.
That's the way it goes.
We did go to Buffalo, which was electric. That stadium's cool. The atmosphere is cool. We had a massive tailgate that BMO and Javi and myself put on, and then the Secret Weapons, our inside source's parents. We stayed with him. We did a little trash talking to Tyler Bass, because he's a Georgia Southern guy. So we told him that there's no way in the history of the world that we could be friends at this point. We have to wait until after next week because App State plays Georgia Southern. So, we went down on the field. What did we do? We went out to eat. We got wings. The wings are very good there. The people are nice. We went to this bar one night where they said our inside source said, yeah, they got darts there. We go into the place and it's electronic darts. And I'm sorry, I don't know about you, but that's not darts, buddy.
Nope. Don't know what he was thinking there.
We sent it to him. And secondly, this is kind of a how dare you. This dude, our inside source on the Buffalo Bills, has 1-ply toilet paper in his house.
So you had to fold it like 20 times.
Maybe I sent him a picture and said, what the hell is this? Oh, man. Dude, we went and shot basketball. He had a basketball court and tennis courts in his backyard. That was pathetic. We were awful. Awful.
So I know what you feel like because I basically played a flag football game. It was a kids versus adults game, and went to make a cut, and my leg. We were playing in a field with it had some holes in it, and whenever I went to cut, my foot went in one of those holes. My leg didn't land when I thought it was going to. When it did land, my knee went nope. So I was like, okay, no more. I stopped trying to make cuts. I was like, I'm just going to run forward, and if they get me, they get me. I'm not going to try and juke any more kids out. I'm just going to let them get me if they're going to get me.
But you need me to give you?
Yeah, my wife found out. No, I'm good. I mean, no pops. My wife found out that our 9-year-old son is now faster than she is. She got in a foot race with him, and he ended up beating her. And I was like, "Were you actually trying?" She goes, "Yeah, I was actually trying to run." So she's lost all of her steps.
She used to be fast.
Oh yeah, she used to be fast.
Like she was a speedster.
All of her steps, not just one step, all of them.
I spent the whole weekend. Every picture we took, I did the DB stance. After they get the interception. So every picture you'll see from that trip. And if you see pictures, I'm only wearing Bills gear because we have one of our friends, one of our inside sources plays for the Bills. So if you see me in Bills gear, you won't be able to recognize me because my wife didn't. So good luck trying. She said that's you. I had on like camo pants with this Bills Mafia from London jacket, this stupid Cousin Eddie toboggan thing. I mean, it was ridiculous. So, but we had a good time up there, man. It was a lot of fun. The dude, BMO planned the tailgate, so it was extravagant. Everything that you're like,
BMO was there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, anyways,
did BMO make it out of the house this time?
Yes.
Okay.
We didn't do because it was a late game. We didn't get back to his house until 9. And we're all in our 30s. So that was like, do we really want to go anywhere?
You want to stay here, have a couple beers, and go to sleep?
Yes. So, oh man, it was a great time. The game was awesome. I saw a lot of funny things in the stadium. So, tell you what, J-Vi's a coward. He didn't go through a table. He didn't jump the fence like that one fan.
Did he poop himself?
Yep. No, he did none of the above. He did nothing. He didn't do anything with his Bills fandom. Nope. Nothing. He did have a good time though. All right, so we got the 3-game slate tomorrow. We're going to get to that. Big time. Big time. We got the contest going, so sign up for that. It's down in the comments, down in the section. The Chiefs are dead. Are the Chiefs dead? Monday Night Football?
I think they're on the verge of beginning the death throes. You're going to see some thrashing about, some wailing, some more muscle flexes every now and again. But I think we're on a downward trajectory. to death.
The Chiefs, none of their receivers can catch. Travis Kelce's getting thick. He's clearly out of shape. People got mad at me because I said he was.
He's about him and Josh Allen about to be in the same boat of booty blindness.
Dude, he
I'm
flew
just
halfway
telling
across
you.
the country.
Dude, halfway across the globe.
I'm telling you, dude.
To a different hemisphere.
Yes, the Doghouse Podcast. Go check them out, man. That guy does awesome stuff. He says, "Go Dogs, go Dogs." Dude, I'll tell you what, man. That quarterback's got him rolling. I'll tell you that. Hey, we talked about Brock Bowers too, didn't we? He came back. I'm telling you. Hey, go check them out. Doghouse Podcast, all your Georgia stuff. He's gonna be busy here the next few weeks. Dude, hopefully they don't blow it and lose to Alabama. Don't do that, dude. Don't do that, Doghouse Podcast. Don't let it happen.
I think
Butch P's here.
Butch Peasels.
Butch P, are the cylinders fired? Are you ready to roll? Can you hear us?
Dude, yes. Loud and clear.
Okay. Yes.
No skip to my lose right now. Yet.
I hope everybody enjoyed the thumbnail that we put up too. That was hysterical. There's also something that I wanted to go over. This right here, right out of the gate, sports betting. Sports betting is on record pace this year, 100 billion. Right? The U.S. is on pace to hit a record 100 billion in sports betting handle this year. Holy dude, that is so much money. I mean,
and all we're trying to do is tackle the $1 million, and we got 100 billion out there.
Give us a chance. Come on, we had a chance, dude. I've been sniffing all over these showdowns. I'm not kidding, dude. I have been up in the
pennies
top.
on the dollar, essentially.
That's what I'm saying. You got 100 bill. Let us get it. Let us get a little taste. We're gonna get it this weekend, dude. 3-game slate Thursday. Come on, boys. It's us.
One of us
against the world.
Hey,
one of us.
I'm in.
Okay, I just wanted to mention that. Look at all that money. Why can't we get a little? What 1%? 1% of that?
Somebody's gonna
Why
win.
Not us, dude? Hey, I quote Dabo. If you're buying stock, buy stock in us. Is that what he said? Something like that. Whatever.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Hall of Fame bets. Dude, go check out their Twitter page. They found another plus 1,000 parlay, 9-leg parlay, 9 legs, and it has 100% hit rate. They had to get a certain amount of likes. I think it was 1,000 on their Twitter. I don't know if they released it yet, but if you do, check out Hall of Fame bets and get all their information because they put out ridiculous parlays like that. Use the promo code Milligoats and you'll get some money off your 50% off your first month. And dude, you're gonna want that if you're betting. I mean, look what we just said. 100 billion. People are betting all over the place. You're watching this Hall of Fame bets app on Apple, and I think they have a website because they're working on a Droid app. So Hall of Fame bets, promo code Milligoats. Yes, Doghouse Podcast. They are rolling. Butch P will appreciate this. Shout out to the Doghouse Podcast. Go listen to that. That dude's going to be all over the SEC championship. Yes, dude. They're rolling. They are absolutely rolling. Okay.
As his days.
Yes. Shout out Corey Smith. Googly eyes. All right. Butch, how was Charlotte Cowboys?
Dude, did exactly what we needed to. Exhilarating out there, man. Another home game for us because it was. I'm pretty sure 90-10 Cowboys to Panthers fans.
Cowboys fans showed out.
Dude, what the Carolina Panthers stadium at this point is just like a Airbnb for NFL teams. People are just raking in money who bought season tickets to the Panthers. Okay. National Jukebox Day. The name jukebox is thought to originate from places like called juke houses or juke joints. Hey, Ray Ray's juke joint down in the holler. I'll come back again. Yeah, Jamie Johnson. In the early 1900s, people congregated in these establishments to drink and listen to music. In 1889, Lewis Glass and his partner William S. Arnold invented the first coin-operated player in San Francisco. So that's a sign for the Niners. In 1989, compact disc mechanisms replaced the older style players. Touch Tunes was introduced, the next major innovation for the industry, in 1998 with the launch of the first digital networked music jukebox. So 100 years later, you got CDs, and then 10 years after that, you got digital. And then the day before Thanksgiving is traditionally the busiest bar night of the year, as families and friends gather to reconnect for drinks and load up on the jukebox. So if you're watching this,
everybody's out tonight.
If you're watching this, cheers. Hey, hold on, let me get a song going. We'll play our song. How about that? So there you go, folks. National Jukebox Day. That makes a lot of sense. I'll tell you that right now. Because, hey, while we're at it, get our theme music. On the show, water cooler debate, Monday Night Football review, football buffet, DFS Express hype train, Thursday, Sunday, Campus 4 college football tour, how dare you, other other sports news, Inter-Squad DraftKings Jamboree. You can see the ticker down there. The Woda Maker, that's what we call it. Stop stealing our designs and our intellectual property. Unblock us, college Reddit football. Reddit college football, you cowards. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the show where we have to debate some things. Okay? Everybody understand. This is the water cooler debate segment. And what we do is we put up a poll, and then people vote on that poll. And we come up with these questions that make absolutely no sense except for us in our minds. So let's get to the water cooler debate segment, fellas.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Are you kidding me?
This is the water cooler debate segment brought to you by nobody yet. Hall of Fame bets. How about that? Go download the app. Check out their plus 1,000 parlay. It's incredible. All right, fellas. I'm going to try to do this. We've got the screen ready to share without getting myself booted. If I do, somebody else take over. Happy Thanksgiving. Aha! That was pretty seamless, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is this week's question, but we have to go over last week's question and declare a winner, fellas. So let's do that from episode 80 since we didn't have one on Sunday. Episode 80's question, what is the GOAT Little Debbie snack? And ladies and gentlemen, that would be a back-to-back victory for your boy. I'm going to have to put up more banners because the zebra cake won by an astounding 38% to J-Vi's 29%, to Butch P's 19%, to Dylon's 14%. So it went zebra cakes. People love Nutty Buddies. I didn't know that. To Butch P's fudge rounds, and Dylon in last with his honey buns that he was so mad because he thought I stole the entire zebra cake genre. So let me do a victory lap and tell you again why the zebra cake is the best. Somebody said I don't like zebra cakes because it reminds me of referees on football. I thought that was pretty good. But it's the best, dude, because it's versatile. It can be anything. You can make the zebra cake any time for any holiday. It's the perfect ratio of icing to cake. It's the top dog. Anybody care to rebuttal?
Zebra cakes are terrible because the cake isn't cake. It's more like soft cookie. It's just not good. It's not good. The chocolate is too waxy. The cream filling is gross. And the chocolate doesn't taste like chocolate either.
Well, what would you put?
I would put Star Crunch, 100%.
The Star Crunch is that's a legit one.
caramel, the crunchiness, the little bit of saltiness, and it's good. It's great. It's great. It's like eating a 100 grand.
I love 100 grands.
Mhm.
You know another one? You know another one?
Oatmeal.
You
cream
remember
pie.
those cookie cakes with the cream in the middle that we would get at baseball camp?
The oatmeal raisin cream pies?
No, they were chocolate chip cookies, the soft ones with cream in the middle. We would get them at the baseball camp. I remember those used to be the goat, dude.
Maybe they were Little Debbie. I don't remember.
I don't know. Anyways. Butch P, what do you have to say for yourself? Fudge rounds finishing third.
Dude. I don't know.
You tried
didn't have the right clientele right there. But
you even tried to do the Oliver Anthony song.
It's too much chocolate.
Dude, I tried.
I see you trying to branch out.
Never. But I do like Star Crunches, man. Star Crunches.
Dude, Star Crunches.
Yeah.
Legitimate. No question. Okay, so that was the Little Debbie snack cake debate. Got some good feedback on that one. That was awesome. Also, I want to thank you to the Game On Show podcast, live show on Rumble. They had us on this morning. They were awesome. They do a great job. Go check them out on Rumble, YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff. Cricket and Will. They do good things over there. So appreciate y'all having us on. The other poll I did was this question right here, fellas, from Monday night. Did KC lose? The Chiefs, did they lose, or did Philly win that game? Before I tell you the results, what's your opinion?
I want to say because the defense in the second half shut down KC, the offense made more plays, had less drops essentially. I'm thinking that Philly won that game. The weather lost that game for KC with all the drops and the and red zone fumbles, bad throws. The weather lost that game for KC. Philly.
Didn't you think it's funny that Jalen Hurts' MVP status went up after that game, after he threw for 150 yards and an interception? I mean, that's Mac Jones numbers. How does the MVP race work? Just because you win?
Whoever's on the best team, I guess.
I mean, is this the Heisman?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, college football style here? I mean, why not Myles Garrett? Why not one of the cornerback from Dallas, Deron Bland?
Dude, exactly. I mean, who has that many pick sixes in a year?
Nobody ever
in their career. I mean, he's got like
a Devin Hester of pick sixes,
5 here.
Dude, me. Why not me for MVP after I had to get on like 7 connecting flights at the airport? Like, I mean, the way that I traveled, yesterday was a long. Wait, Monday? Was it Monday? I don't remember. Monday, whatever.
7 connectors?
No, it was 2. I basically had to connect twice to go from Raleigh to DC to Buffalo, and then Buffalo to Philly. Philly's airport's awesome, by the way. FYI, they got some cool. Gates. All right. Anyways, Kansas City lost the game, is what the people thought with a couple hundred votes there. They said Kansas City lost that game. Philly did not win that game. So people aren't respecting the Eagles.
I could see that. I could see that with the last thing in the MVS drop, the last play for offensive play for Kansas City.
That was a rare game where you can't say the refs had any impact, which was nice for a primetime game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was one of the most watched Monday Night Football games ever, like 26 million people or something. Something stupid. All right. This week's question, we're going to keep it festive. You can see it on your screen there. If you can't see it, it says, what is the GOAT Thanksgiving serving dish or utensil? So everybody always debates, like, what's the best side? What's the best way to make a plate? what is the best? What is the dish or utensil you can't go without when you're having Thanksgiving? Because guess what? You can make the best mashed potatoes in the world, but if you don't have anything to serve them in, good luck, pal. I mean, what are they gonna do? Just lay a low country boil that thing? Just throw everything out on a what piece of parchment paper? So let's take a different angle. We're gonna we'll let Butch P go first since Butch, are you ready?
Serving dish. All right.
Yeah, dude.
The glass Pyrex.
Utensil.
Or
utensil.
Super versatile. No, I'm going to go with that dish because you can bake it and it's glass. I don't know. And I'm going to go with the best side is mashed potatoes. Served with football.
It binds everything.
That wasn't part of the question, but that's again. What's the best side dish? Football. Oh, all right. So the glass Pyrex. What do you put in the glass Pyrex?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
All right, Tex.
For me, this also is one of my favorite dishes. The little serving trays made for deviled eggs.
Ugh.
And I love a good deviled egg. I could eat probably close to 2 dozen.
No. Absolutely not.
Deviled egg tray. You don't ever, just think about it. You never been to a Thanksgiving, at least where we grew up, where there's not a tray of deviled eggs in a special deviled egg tray.
That's true. And you can have mine.
Yeah. I walk right by it.
But
that's the last
every
thing
Thanksgiving, at least here where we are from.
Yeah.
Why can't you just have those for breakfast instead of putting it out there for everybody to have to?
I love a deviled egg.
No. Mm-mm. Isn't it like, what do you make the deviled part out of it? Is it like mustard and mayonnaise that you whip up and then you put like paprika on it or something? Do you even know?
Paprika. Yeah, it's paprika. So that's all it is. A little bit of salt and pepper.
Okay.
Mash them all up.
Yeah, but the like the filling part.
You don't want
what do
it
you have
with,
to do to all that?
You mash it up and then like whip it with. I'm not even sure what you do. I don't know. I see them. I can tell you, I don't like if you put a bunch of pickle. If you put too much relish or like chopped up pickle in that in the yellow, whatever it's called, the mashed up yolk.
The deviled.
The deviled.
It's the devil.
the deviled part of it.
Hey, deviled eggs are the devil. Mama said deviled eggs are the devil. The deviled eggs went down to Georgia.
You put too much
It's
pickle in there.
It's definitely going to be hell in the
crunchy,
bathroom
it's no
afterwards.
good. That's all I'm saying. Like deviled eggs are good as long as that part is
looking
smooth
for a soul
and
to
silky.
steal. They were in a bind because you should wipe your behind after you eat deviled eggs for a meal. Oh. I could keep going with that song. You want me to do it about? Deviled egg came up on a
dude.
On a boy.
We grew up in the South too, because everybody's going to be flatulence everywhere.
Deviled eggs? What are
deviled eggs? Flatulence everywhere. Everybody's going to the bathroom.
And if you listen to the show, you're still not going to have any idea what a deviled egg is.
No.
I can't even describe to you what the deviled part of it is. Like like a whipped up yolk that's been hard boiled.
Yes.
I have no idea what it's mixed with. I have no idea.
You hard boil the egg.
Couldn't tell you.
You cut it in half. You take out the yolk. You put them in a bowl. You put it with mustard and mayonnaise. Whip them up with your blender.
You don't do mustard and mayonnaise. You do something else. I don't know what
can't
you do
say
with
you don't do that when you don't even know what goes into it.
Hey, listen to this. It's not mustard or mayonnaise. I can tell you that much.
Okay. Might as well be because they suck. Second of all, you both missed the obvious choice. It's the gravy boat, dude. The gravy boat's the goat serving dish utensil. I'm not having Thanksgiving dinner, lunch, whatever time you want to eat, because I think we did what time is the best time to eat last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's the gravy boat. You don't eat. Look, Thanksgiving is one of the only meals you you can literally fill your plate and just dump gravy over everything.
Mm-hmm.
That is the catalyst. Yeah, I mean, you just
I feel like that's
basically
breakfast.
you
do
what?
breakfast? Yeah, white gravy for breakfast. Just dump it over everything.
Yeah, but this is different because it's like meat gravy.
Okay.
So, anyways, gravy boat. There you go. So, Pyrex glass dish. This is versatile. Deviled egg server.
Deviled egg tray.
And tray. Sorry. And then the gravy boat.
If the listening group like versatility, like they did with the zebra cake, I mean, this should be a landslide.
It's true. The gravy boat, dude. Gravy boat. Let's go, dude. Okay. Let's do some football. I gotta get back to our after we just had a 30-minute conversation about deviled eggs. Okay. Everybody shh. Here comes the original. Hey, Jukebox Day. Why don't you play this one? We can get published.
Football, you're so cool.
And on our show, you're gonna rule.
Football,
we love you. Oh.
Football.
All right, there we go. The original, if you will. I'm going to take that off. Come on, computer. Don't fail me now. All right, there we go. All right, we got to talk about the Monday night game because we mentioned it. We are not going to go through all of last week's stuff. Just because that would be way too much for us. So, anyways, Monday Night Football, we had Philadelphia 21-17. Over-under was 45.5. Kansas City was favored by 2.5. They did not cover. And the over-under did not hit. We mentioned it, so here's some quick thoughts. Actually, Butch P. Aside from DraftKings, we'll get to DraftKings. We play DraftKings.
Did you ask me something? Cut
I
out
also
there
did
for
the
a
same
minute.
What are your initial thoughts?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
can you guys hear me now?
Chopped up right now.
Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
good.
I am. Am I chopped up?
Not right now. This is good. This is good quality
Oh,
audio
okay.
right here. Can you hear me? Am I here?
Am I back?
Yeah.
Am I back?
Yes,
Okay.
you're back.
Okay.
Oh,
Which B? I never know. I don't know. You guys whenever I start going, just put your hands up or something because I have no idea. I sound completely crystal clear. Anyways, Butch P, thoughts on the game.
well, daggum Chiefs, man. Screw you guys. So mad about you letting the Eagles come back. winning. We needed you to beat the Eagles, and you let them off the hook. But yeah, apart from that, I went to bed at halftime, and I woke up. I was like, "You got to be kidding me, man!" So, hey,
I mean, here's
apparently they dropped a lot of balls, and
they did.
You know, it's really that's been the story of the whole season for the wide receivers there, KC.
26 drops this year. That's the
Is that
most.
the most?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most since like the 2017 49ers, I think is what it was. I mean, everybody on the show, me included as a Niners fan, 49ers.
Mm.
Yeah. The everybody on the show needed the Eagles to lose that game. That was hard to watch. And you thought whenever Mahomes got it back late in the game that it was going to be, hey, right down Broadway, see you later. And he did. He put one on the bucket to MB ass. But the Chiefs have not scored a second half point in 3 games.
They did. They're dying.
How bad is that?
Ugh.
They haven't scored a second half point in 3 games. That's terrible. I mean, that's terrible.
It's surprising that they're 7-3 with that stat.
Yeah. Mahomes and Maotto both had turnovers in the red zone. Kelsey had the fumble. Mahomes had that terrible pick. And I'm convinced that Jalen Hurts doesn't want us to win DraftKings because I played a lot of Devontae Smith, and he underthrew that ball on purpose just so he could steal the rushing touchdown. You idiot.
Mm-hmm. That one definitely would hurt because that would have been a long touchdown, a lot of points.
Yeah, but instead, Jalen Hurts continues to pad his stats and somehow climb up the MVP race. And then Nick Sirianni after the game was yelling at Chiefs fans, trying to ask them. He couldn't hear them now, and he couldn't do all this stuff. Like the head coach of the Eagles is running his mouth to fans, and he was doing the income.
He gets on my nerves.
Dude, after MVS dropped that ball, he was doing the incomplete like a DB. He was doing this number. Like, somebody beat them. Somebody just kick their teeth in.
They will when it comes down to they have to win a game in the playoffs, they'll lose.
I hope so.
Cowboys got their number.
They do it every year. The Eagles do it every year. They fold every year.
And then the other thing.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they play each other again this game of the year.
Who's that?
The Eagles and the Cowboys, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be all back up.
No, it's not. It's not the last game. They play the Giants. Yeah, they play the Giants, Cardinals, Giants for the last 3 games of their season. We play them in about 3 weeks in Dallas.
Okay.
Whenever
that'll be the second time.
Yeah. I think maybe we're their last big test until they play that last 3 games. Maybe not.
Yeah, the Eagles are going through it right now because they got the Bills.
They have the Bills
and
the
Niners.
Niners. Yep, and then I think it's the Cowboys.
Yeah. So we gotta have a couple of losses here. Did you see the play that Jalen Carter made on the fake spike or on the clock? Pat Mahomes went to clock the ball, like throw it down, and Jalen Carter dove between the center's legs and almost picked it off. It was awesome.
Our last game of the year is Commanders.
Ours is, yeah.
So, all right. I mean, I don't know. The Chiefs are weird. They can't score in the second half. The Eagles seem to keep just barely winning, and their coach is yelling at all the fans. So, I think the Eagles are the most hated fan base in the NFL too. But the DraftKings, DeAndre Swift was the optimal captain, and I almost won this showdown again, but I missed it by 5 points because I played Kelsey instead of Hurts. A 3-3 stack won this thing. It was Hurts, Swift as captain, and I want to say Devontae Smith. And then for the Chiefs, it was the defense, Mahomes, and Justin Watson.
Yeah.
So the play was to fade Kelsey and fade A.J. Brown, which I did quite a bit. And then the weird thing was they played Swift. The winner
Kelsey was
played
right
Swift.
there, though.
He was.
Mean, he had
if he didn't fumble that ball,
he had right. It changed a whole lot of stuff. So, what he had 16 something, and Mahomes was right there. They were both like neck and neck of what they, I think they both had. So, I mean, that's just how those things go, though. I mean,
dude, I know. Like he doesn't fumble, he might catch another touchdown. I win the showdown. We're celebrating on here. It's unbelievable, dude.
Things can go bottom to top to bottom in that just with that one play, So
unbelievable, dude. I did fade A.J. Brown quite a bit, but the weird thing was AB, dude. They the Eagles just started running screens right into their teeth because Spagnuolo likes to run man blitz in the red zone, where he goes man and then blitzes off the weak side, and they were throwing screens into the teeth of that pretty much the whole second half. It was a good adjustment by the Eagles. You got to give them credit. But they played Swift and the KCD, which is usually a negative correlation.
Yeah.
So,
but
that's weird.
Low scoring, so that always changes a lot of stuff.
You just need the guys that get the touchdowns, basically.
Right.
Justin Watson had 13 targets, by the way. For those
I
of you who
know.
play fantasy football.
Pat Mahomes, he's only got, I think, under normal weather circumstances, he's probably the only guy Pat Mahomes trusts at this point to catch the ball.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's probably because Kelsey's getting thick, dude. He's not moving like
Kelsey. Yeah, no.
Dude, they literally triple teamed him.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you? Dare the other wide receivers to actually catch the ball.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything else on Monday night other than the fact that I should have won that thing?
Nope.
All right. Quick NFL news. Hilarious thing that I saw. Matt Canada got fired. And then there's a video surfacing of Chris Boswell after Matt Canada shook Kenny Pickett's hands and said, "We did it." And then Chris Boswell yelled down the hallway, "It's not because of your ASS. You can be sure of that." So the kicker was yelling at Matt Canada. The other thing was Shaq Leonard got waived, the linebacker for the Colts. I don't know if he's been picked up yet.
No, he's got to go through the waiver wire.
Yeah.
He's got to clear it before he becomes a free agent.
That's an interesting one to me. There must be something going on.
Yeah, it's.
I'll save this other part for the end of. Well, he had a back surgery.
Yeah.
He had a back surgery for nerve damage.
Oh, that's right, nerve.
And
he has nerves.
As somebody who sees a lot of people with back surgery.
Well, yeah, those guys have a very short
surgery.
shelf life. I mean, yeah, Jalen
Smith.
He played for Jalen Smith for the Cowboys. Same thing. He had nerve damage in his leg, and he had several, 4 or 5 really good years, which is more than anybody really gave him a shot for. And now we're about to see the same thing with Van Der Esch because he's gone out again with his neck, and that's the 3rd time. So how much longer is he going to do that? Yep.
Well,
that's an area you don't really
especially
want to be around with.
I mean, I think the boys have found his replacement, that number 14.
And we don't
That's
have
came along
Overshown back
pretty
yet.
quick. I know. Overshawn's
Oh yeah.
ACL, wasn't it, or something
He's out
preseason?
for this year. Yeah.
Yeah, this year.
Preseason.
So, but anyway,
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where Shaq Leonard goes. I think people are saying Buffalo, and I think they're saying the Cowboys. So we'll see what happens. All right. Injuries and things to be looking out for tomorrow. Geno Smith and Kenneth Walker. I don't think Kenneth Walker is going to play because of his oblique, and then Geno Smith, elbow, I guess, is going to play. Aaron Jones is going to be out. Dylan's going to be questionable.
They
Packers
are depleted.
Even their tight ends.
I know.
All their tight ends are
they're down to Kraft and somebody else. So it's just
Musgrave, Degura, and then some other dude was on IR, their third tight end. I was scrolling through the lineups. I'm like, holy moly. Then Wicks, their receivers hurt. So Antonio Gibson's going to be game time decision, but the weather should be good for all of them. Two of them are in a dome. The other one's in Seattle, but it should be okay. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have got a Thanksgiving triple threat, Terry Tate, triple linebacker, triple T, Thanksgiving feast tomorrow. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Please wave your hands if I start going in and out. Am I clear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm in the clear for now. Here we go, folks. Tomorrow, lots of football to get to. This is the triple third. I don't even know what I wrote. Doesn't matter. Thursday, 3-game triple turkey threat, whatever that means. We got Detroit and Green Bay, Dallas and Washington, Seattle, San Francisco for your nightcap. 12:30 kicks off. Detroit, Green Bay over under 47.5. Detroit favored by 7.5. Dallas, Washington over under 49. Dallas favored by 12.5. Over under for San Francisco, Seattle 44. San Francisco on the road favor, the only road favorite. Boys, this is one of, if not my favorite, DraftKings slate. The 3-game slate. I love these. Thoughts?
I'm happy for you.
Do you not like them?
No, I like them, but since you absolutely love them that much,
I do, dude. I love these things. I've been so close to winning.
I'm going to be a little happy for you.
These in the showdowns, I love these.
Yeah.
Like condensed field. You got there's a strategy to all these things. Believe me, we're not professionals, but I mean, when you look at these, you get 6 quarterbacks, you get 8 to 10 running backs, you get 10 to 20 receivers, a couple of tight ends, and you only get 6 defenses. Like, if a defense gets a touchdown early at 12:30 and you don't have that defense, it's over. It's over, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
you don't have as much forgiveness
no.
in this as you will on Sunday with the 10 gamer. You miss something, you miss a key guy. Say just give an example. You fade McCaffrey because you think you don't want to pay that much for him, and he goes off for 40. Well, you're not winning it because somebody played him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's for any of the guys that is on the slate. It's like if they go off and you don't have them, you probably won't even cash.
Yeah. I mean, I remember watching one last year at Christmas time where it was and I had one, and I was watching Devontae Smith. He was the last game, and every ball he caught, I kept going up and up and up and up, and I almost won the darn thing. Ended up winning like $700 or something. It was crazy. So they're electric. Tex, have you ever done one of these?
Yeah, I think we did one last year.
The 3-game slate?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we did.
This is like my masters. I love these. So I put up a couple of things that I think are going to be
in the playoffs too. Playoffs are very similar.
Yeah.
And they do the Saturday and Sunday splits.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking that maybe we did more of was when it was playoff time.
I just put up a couple of questions here that industries and the common folk will like. Look at those, like Detroit running backs. Yeah, they're probably going to be played a lot.
Heavier than mashed potatoes. See, I told you, dude. Mashed potatoes are the best dish.
The Dak stack. Yeah.
The Dak stack.
You can bet that game, of course. And then people are going to be having a glass of Chardonnay to wind down because Chardonnay's a cheap running back with Kenneth Walker out. So what are you going to do here? Like, what do we, are there any players that you're like dead set on if we had one that we had to put our deviled eggs in a basket?
No, because quite honestly, yeah, with the Cowboys, who's going to score their touchdown? They're not really set on anybody on their team like that can score. There's a bunch of people that can. The Niners, they'll go through McCaffrey and they'll go through Ayuk and Devo. You got 4 guys there, right?
Yep.
That's your offense. It's Kittle, it's Devo, it's Ayuk, it's McCaffrey. So, Washington, are they even going to get the playoff? I don't. They give up so many sacks. This could be a repeat from last week when Dallas played the Panthers and gave up 7 sacks to Dallas. And it's really not,
yeah,
it's not their fault. Dallas is coming. Washington. What are they going? Are they going to try to run the ball? So I don't know.
I saw a stat that Sam Howell has been sacked or thrown a pick on 13% of his dropbacks.
Yeah.
Almost 1 out of every 5 times he drops back. That's crazy. Tex, what do you think about this triple game threat?
I'm just looking forward to being able to sit there after I've eaten way too much and just watch football for hours. We got this.
Do you have any
DraftKings
tips?
I'm going with definitely a San Fran stack, knowing that that's what I played. I played the Brock Purdy, Ayuk, and Kittle. Those 3 guys, and just knowing that Seattle is banged up at quarterback, I think that
that's true.
And tailback. Charbonnet's going to be their guy, and I don't know.
He's not going to run against San Fran.
That's what I'm saying. I just think this is a San Fran stack game because the amount of opportunity they're going to have on offense. If I could have found a way to get McCaffrey on there too, I would have. But
last year when they played in Seattle, they wore those sweet all whites. I'm not normally an all white fan, but the Niners with the gold helmet, that was bad. That was awesome.
The Bills are wearing.
For me, it's going to be. Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be making a lot of lineups. I'm just going to be. You go down there and through those salaries, and it's just about finding the right combination of dudes you want to put together from teams. There's going to be, what was it last year? It was the freaking Patriots. You remember that? Weren't they playing the Cowboys and Mac Jones went berserk? He was like the QB1.
For what was this? When was last year?
Last year Thanksgiving. I think the Cowboys
I
played
don't
the Patriots, and Mac Jones went
No, because
But,
Tony Pollard
know.
Pollard went off in that game, and then at least I'm thinking that was
But
the right.
I
Game.
mean, it really there is a bunch of scenarios that can unfold here. So those big GPPs is going to be really hard to just play one or a few lineups whenever you have that many other people playing multiple or way more lineups than just one or two. So if you just plan on doing that, probably better off doing a single entry. If you only plan on doing one lineup, because it's just going to be hard to compete against everybody else's scenarios.
True.
Yeah, last year was
And
the 30-point comeback from the Vikings as well.
Oh, that's what it was. Yes, Kirk Cousins. But I mean, yes.
Is
So,
that when
like
they came
Butch said,
back from 30 points
Mhm.
now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
dude, the yes. So, I mean, the Detroit and Green Bay game. I mean, you just expect the only thing is that's going to make that fun is that Washington just airs that thing out, dude. So that one could be an absolute shootout. And then San Francisco, Seattle. You would assume San Francisco, the Niners, my Niners, would get up and Seattle be playing catch up. And so you just build your lineup with those scenarios. Like Butch said, I mean, that's good advice. Because usually it's some backup running back or backup tight end that catches a touchdown that throws a wrench into everything. So, anyways, good luck out there, folks. I mean, not advice, but we pretty much put it up there. What the most common things people are going to be doing from those games. So,
All right, let's go to the Friday one.
here we go. If I cut out, sorry. Am I good?
Yes.
Okay. This is the Friday. You see what I did here? This is the Friday afternoon football onslaught. FAFO, dude. Primetime man dime hot guys for the 3:00 showdown between the Jets and the Dolphins. Jets are at home. Tim Boyle on the start. Over-under's 41. Miami's favored by 10 on the road. Can the Jets do it? Can they rally behind the Boyle? Saturdays are for the Boyles.
Mm-hmm.
Can boiled eggs, boiled goose, the Lonely Island. Uh-oh, we lost Butch. Primetime man dime hot guys. This is a showdown, dude. Initial thoughts on the Jets and the Dolphins.
I mean, we're about to have a new quarterback coming in for the Jets, so I know I didn't pick him as my primetime man dime guy because I'm hoping that we have some sort of change in attitude about how they're going to run the offense and use Breece Hall, who is my primetime man dime hot guy. But I also think it's because Miami won't be able to stop the run, and that's what they're going to rely on. That plus the tight end. So I played Conklin too.
Ooh, Conklin's been getting a lot of targets lately, by the way. And Miami is soft with a W you put in there. Did you say that? Miami's fake tough. Miami's fake tough, dude. I'm convinced of it. I'm on your side too, dude, because Tim Boyle played in Detroit. And when Tim Boyle played in Detroit, he fed Amon-Ra St. Brown. Ever heard of him? So maybe this is a game.
Never heard of him. Never heard of him.
Maybe this is a game Garrett Wilson, because now he's the only Wilson on the field, goes off. maybe go a little contrarian the barbarian here. Get
Mm.
yourself a little Garrett Wilson, who, by the way, whenever we were in Buffalo, was open all the time. It was hilarious to watch the Jets receivers run and Zach Wilson not see anybody open. So I think the Miami Dolphins are fake tough, and I think Tim Boyle's going to have a little something for him. Butch P, what do you think?
Dude, for my man dime,
Mm-hmm.
all right, I'm gonna give you because this is Mr. Hill, Tyreek. Okay, Tyreek is smelling like he's gonna have multiple tutties in this one. Okay, he reeks of touchdown.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. You think Tua
Dude,
is going to be able to withstand? Are you going off the Buffalo Bills game last week?
no, I'm going off of Tyreek Hill. Is the best player on the field.
True.
And he's going to get
then,
a little saucy with his game, okay?
You hear he got in trouble for doing the peace sign? The referee said, I don't want to have to flag you for that. And he said, I'm just trying to do world peace, man. I mean, no fun league. And J-Vine and Dylon, as is tradition.
So they could do all this
Yeah.
other stuff, but he can't throw up a peace sign?
They can do this, which is what I did all weekend.
Hey. Going under here.
So Dylon and J-Vi, as is tradition, they both gave you Raheem Mostert. Achan, whatever, banged up. Saman Ahmed, he's on IR now. So it's a clear path for Mr. the steam engine, boys. And the Bills running backs let him have it last week, especially out of the backfield. So saw that firsthand.
Where else would they come out from
Ty Johnson? Good point. So you've got Kansas right now. There's 4 teams with 3 losses, the Dolphins and the Jags. ESPN put up a graphic of chance to win the AFC, and they had the Lions at 4 with 10% chance to win the AFC. I took a screenshot of it. I put a screenshot of it. I was like, you got to be kidding me, dude. Hold on. Let me find this thing. There you go.
No.
Look.
Dude, I'm going to say they have a 0% chance to win the AFC.
Lions are going to win the AFC, boys. They did it. They're having such a historic season. They're going to transfer conferences and win
Mid-season.
The AFC.
Hey, so that will be the only way the Vikings win the North.
Yes. Anything else on this game? I mean, I feel like Miami might. Well, I don't know. It's going to be cold up there, right? Tex, what do you think, man? What do you think about this game?
I mean, from a DraftKings perspective, I'm liking that. We're talking about weather being real in this game with the cold. So that's my pick.
We
the
saw
weather.
It was real in Kansas City.
It was real.
Weather. Start them. Start the weather.
Start it up.
All right. So there you have our 5. We didn't do too well last week. Well, Butch did. He gave you the optimal captain, Lamar Jackson.
Told you.
Mark Andrews got hurt 3 plays into the game, so that was a bummer. And then Joe Burrow last week on the showdown. So you had Burrow and Andrews go out. That was probably like 70% of lineups. Unbelievable. All right. Let's move on. We're going to flash the games for this weekend. You've got no teams on the bye. And there's 10 main slate games. You can look at them right there. Nothing really to note other than Jacksonville and Houston and Buffalo and the Eagles. So at least you get one good game in the early slot, and you got a battle in the NFC South, boys. Falcons Saints for supremacy of the NFC South. Other than that, you've got nothing really. Chiefs at the Raiders. So it could be a trap game for the Chiefs. But the over-under at Jacksonville and Houston is 48.5, and the Buffalo and Eagles game is 48.5. So when you're looking at a DraftKings perspective, you can assume and predict that most of your roster percentage ownership will concentrate around those 2 games. So we try not to pick those games that we like to give you, because if you play DraftKings, that's an brainer. Most people are going to pick those 4 teams to build their lineups around. So there you go. Moving on from that. Here's the games we like. Butch, I didn't see yours in there, but you'll give us one. I'm fully confident. Tell us your game for week 12. I updated that.
That's a good question. Let me look real quick. Y'all go over yours.
Tex, tell us yours.
I'm going with the Bills Eagles.
Mm.
The Bills are in thief mode. They're going to have to steal one here.
They're dead or alive mode.
Well, yeah, I mean they're going to have to, in order to stay alive and not be dead, they need to steal one here. Thief.
I think I switched yours and J-Vi's. I put the wrong ones. But anyways,
yeah, I got mine now.
But yes, dude, everybody's giving the Bills heaping praise upon them after what they did last week.
No,
they still don't have an offensive identity. I mean, the Jets were terrible. They fumbled the opening kickoff because what's his face? Gilly, whatever his name is, destroyed the kick returner for the Jets right out of the gate. I mean, the Bills couldn't score in the red zone there. They were up like, what, 9-0 or something?
Mm-hmm.
So then it got out of hand late. But anyways. Okay, yes, Bills. J-Vi gave you Tennessee, Carolina, 36.5. Tennessee favored by 3.5. Panthers can't stop anyone. We just saw the Cowboys demoralize them. And Levis is going to be drinking Duke's Mayo in honor of where the Duke's Mayo Bowl is in Charlotte in his coffee all day long. You might be able to play Will Levis and some of the Titans because Carolina's so bad.
Don't know about that one, Paul. Don't know about that.
Oh, yeah? Rebuttal?
Mm-hmm. And you can do it. I totally agree that that's a possibility. I'm not doing
it. Dude,
I mean,
you're not going down to the Levis when the Levis is dry?
I don't know. I just don't know. Even playing against the Panthers, putting it all on his shoulders. Don't know. I'd be more comfortable with DeVito against the Patriots.
Woo! His celebration is this, by the way. Because the Italian hand, which is phenomenal.
And I saw him. He was running off the field.
Chef's kiss or whatever it is. All right, Butch, what's yours?
Dude. All right, so It's crazy for me to even bring this team back up into conversation, but I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns going to Denver Broncos. The Broncos are oddly enough heading in the right direction.
Yes.
It's weird for me to. I mean, you can almost you feel it.
Yeah, they're turning into a fun team. They're going from hard to watch to fun team.
They went from hard to watch to frisky to fun.
And like the Browns are 7-3. Denver's 5-5,
Big
and
game.
it's a huge game for both teams. You know, the Browns really did they win last week? Yeah, they beat the Steelers.
Yeah.
So at
13-10.
13-10, and the Steelers right now are the 7th team. I was just looking at the standings, so they're at 6-4. They're 7th team. I don't have faith in the Steelers making the playoffs.
No.
I don't. I mean, I just don't think
Buffalo's
that.
saving grace and Denver's saving grace is the Steelers are right there.
Yeah, and right behind them and above Denver is Buffalo's right there, and then who
the Raiders and the
is it
Colts.
the Raiders?
The Colts and the Raiders are 5-5.
All right, so yeah, it goes Pittsburgh, Buffalo 6-5, the Colts, and then Denver at 10th. Their 10th place in the AFC. So, I mean, you're looking at that, and you take down if Denver takes down Cleveland, they get a head-to-head tiebreaker. They go to 6-5. Cleveland 7-4. I mean, dude.
And then
this team is starting to cook.
And then Denver has wins over the Chiefs, the Bills, the Vikings, the Browns, all teams with 6 wins or more.
I mean, dude. And the best thing about it is, I mean, we give Russell Wilson so much heck on this show, and rightfully so for a lot of reasons. But at the same point, these last few games, we've also came back and said, it's been looking like vintage Russ, out there. And at the end of the post game last week, I caught the end of it, and he said, we haven't done anything yet. I'm like, that's a perfect thing to say. You haven't, You haven't done anything. Everybody's going to be starting to talk about Denver Broncos making a move. And right now, I mean, I think it's for real. You got Sean Payton, and you got Cortland Sutton is a baller. I mean, he's just a baller. He goes in against any defense and balls out.
That late slate of games is kind of sneaky because they all have something to play for. The Browns and the Broncos.
Yeah.
The Bills and the Eagles. And then you've got the Raiders and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And the Raiders, I mean, say what you want. They win that game. They're only 2 back, and Kansas City's going the wrong way, buddy. And the Broncos would be on the heels of the Chiefs. So a lot of AFC West implications. But yes, I see what you're saying there. And going back to that Buffalo game, if Josh Allen is going to be back, this has to be his he's back game.
Dude, I hope so.
Everybody's been throwing all over the Eagles. I mean,
dude,
if there's any game for Diggs and Allen to be back, this is their we're back game.
This is it for sure. If you don't get it together after the Eagles game when everybody else, I mean, good golly, I think CD Lamb went for 191 against them or something ridiculous, Yeah.
I'm giving you Indianapolis and Tampa Bay. Indianapolis hosts are 44 over under. Indianapolis favored by 2. These 2 quarterbacks, it would be ugly. It's going to be ugly. they're going to make some ugly throws. But I'll tell you this right now, Tampa Bay can't stop goose poop through a tin horn. I'll tell you that right now. So Gardner Minshew, yeah, he might throw you 2 or 3 interceptions, but there's potential here for the pass catchers of Indianapolis and this thing to go back and forth and completely destroy the over-under. So keep that one on your radar, folks. Okay. Now let's get to the guys we like. Tex, why don't you take us through the Week 12 slate of emergency guys we like? So when you're building your lineups, these are the guys that you want to highlight on your lineups that we have picked out for you. And not bad last week, except for Javi and his wide receivers and Eckler. But Kyler, Purdy, DTR sucked. Sorry about that. But Kyler and Purdy were pretty good. DTR was terrible. Whoops. Dylon gave you another tight end one. Dylon's hot right now with the tight ends. That's two tight end ones in a row. Can he make it 3? So Tex, give us your defenses.
For me, I know that I just talked about the Bills needing to steal one and be thieves, but they're still in shambles. Go with the Eagles D. 2,900, great price. Gives you lots of room in your lineup to make some good moves. And then, because the Panthers stink, Tennessee. That game will be 10-0 or something like that.
Yes.
You're probably exactly into a tie 0-0 first in NFL history.
Dude, yes, the Eagles. Just they're in shambles, but it's also a must-win for them. All right, Push P. Take us through the RB play.
Dude, because the Panthers stink, going with King Henry. Hasn't done much all year, but this time King Henry can always, every year he's kind of late bloomer. He's got some miles on his tracks though, so it might just be a later bloomer this year. So if he doesn't even play in the game, because I think he's got a big questionable tag on him, go with Spears, his backup. 4,400. You got 6,400 right there. King Henry. Good golly. Let's see what his questionable tag is. Ankle injury. So, but Spears does not have a injury destination right now. So 4,400 against the Panthers. Hey, I like it. Because of the Panthers.
I like it.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, they smell like the cologne from Anchorman. That's illegal in 7 countries.
60% of the time, it works every time. Yes, dude. You're not gonna get an analysis like this anywhere else. I'll tell you that. We're over here telling you to play the Tennessee Carolina game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it for 10 minutes. All right. Dylon gave you Dalton Kincaid. Okay. 5,300. Philly can't stop anyone from throwing. Kelsey blew it last game. He should have had a better game than he did, but he fumbled. So Dylon's hot. He's a little braggadocious in the group chat, and he should be because he gave you Kittle last week and Hawkinson the week before. Both of them tight end ones on the slate. So Dylon's rolling the dice on one tight end. Boom for your Sunday. Here's the quarterbacks, fellas. This slate is you've got 3 or 4 guys at the very top, and then it kind of falls off a cliff with price. So I went through each one and gave you one from each realm. Josh Allen, everyone but Mahomes has carved up the Philly defense. If there's a game, Josh Allen with his new haircut, he's 1-0 with his new haircut, right? Saw him drinking red wine the other day for Thanksgiving. So he's feeling himself. Got rid of the mullet. He's back having fun. He and Joe Brady. Play him. Kyler.
How's his vision? Is he still blind?
I don't know. There was a video of him looking at a booty in that video while he's drinking wine. So he might be booties on the ground.
He
Kyler
might be
Murray
in a blind spot.
He could be making little baby booties.
Dude, he's Rudy Tooty fresh
Knocking
and booty
booties
right now. Booty and the blowfish. Kyler, 6,900, nice price tag. Each week, he has been getting better and better, and he has skyrocketed in price. It's still pretty cheap what he can do. So he's a guy you're going to look at against the Rams. And then Gardner Minshew. You might get 3 interceptions, but Tampa Bay couldn't stop Goose Poop through a tin horn. So Minshew could be the key, the handlebars that you would grab onto to ride your DFS DraftKings lineup to the top of the leaderboard, especially with his pass catching weapons. And then J-Vi didn't give us wide receivers because he's with family doing Thanksgiving things. So we took the liberty of doing this ourselves. Khalil Shakir, 3,600. Joe Brady, cooking. Joe Brady likes Shakir. Rondale Moore, Kyler and him have a height connection. Kyler and him see eye to eye. They lock eyes from across the room. Down my drink says the rhythm booms. And then Josh Downs to pair with your Minshew. That's J-Vi's guy. Little nod to J-Vi there. So there you go, folks. These are the guys you're going to want to highlight and pencil in on your lineups. Thank us later or roast us later. And then we've got the Sunday night football game, Baltimore at LAC. The Chargers pretty much dead in the water. Baltimore's favored by 3.5. Over-under's 48.5. After you're stuffed with all kinds of Thanksgiving leftovers, eating turkey and cranberry sandwiches or whatever everybody does.
I'm watching all kinds of football
instead of just making plates. Yep. You're going to sit back and ask yourself, why is Lamar a favorite for the MVP when all of his stats are middle of the road? Oh, because he runs the ball. Okay, so for Pat Mahomes and Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, it's not about their stats now. It's about their leadership qualities, because that's what shows up on the stat sheets. That's what everybody's saying. Meanwhile, you've got Dak throwing for 7 billion yards, Brock Purdy with all kinds of records he's breaking, and C.J. Stroud lighting the world on fire. But those 3 at the top are your MVPs. Unbelievable. Anything else on that game? Is Quentin Johnston going to catch a football? Is he going to catch a football? Because the Chargers completely bamboozled Justin Herbert the other day. I mean, Keenan Allen had one right off his chest pads. So you're going to have to play, Eckler, obviously. And then I don't know what Baltimore's going to do without Mark Andrews. I don't want to hear a darn thing about Brock Purdy if Lamar Jackson's stats suck this game. That's what everybody says about Purdy. He needs all of his weapons. Okay, well, if Lamar Jackson sucks it up, I don't want to hear about his weapons. People are making me not like Lamar Jackson when I like Lamar Jackson. I got to shut up. I'm done. Anybody else on this game?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's move on to college.
Jeez. Right. See what people made me do? Anyways. All right. Let's get to our last section. Everybody, shh. See if I don't get booted here. Wave your hands if I get booted.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
Am I back?
A little choppy.
Give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
You chopping broccoli right now.
Let's start with our games, Butch. Don't
All
sleep
right.
on them. Then we can jump to the playoff model. So my don't sleep on them is Alabama and Auburn because everybody remembers a few years ago, kick six. There's always crazy things that happen in this game. They're playing at Auburn. Auburn just got embarrassed at home. I'm pretty sure it's for like a homecoming or something like that. Senior day. Paid some team $1.8 million to come and play them. Lost.
New Mexico State.
So you never know
Am
what's
I
going to
back?
happen in this series. Yeah, I can hear you. In this series at Auburn. Butch.
Hey, let me tell you something. We need Auburn to win this game
Oh, yeah, that'd be huge.
to just completely eliminate Alabama so that Nick Saban can go on his apology tour about how, hey, if we were in the college football playoff, we'd be favored against all these teams, right? Even with 2 losses, who would you pick? Okay,
Oh, yeah.
and we get 2 years of that. So shut up, Nick Saban. Come on the show.
So you should just let him in.
I'm on a hate tour today, man. Oh. Hey, did you read the promo code?
Butch, don't sleep on
Really
him.
need outfitters. No,
We'll
Butch
do
goes
that after.
last. Don't you remember?
I know, but we already
Butch
skipped
goes
you.
last. No, UTSA Tulane. Don't sleep on them. You know why?
Butch.
No.
Nope, don't care.
UTSA,
Butch.
Roadrunners, and Tulane. This is for the American Championship.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. If UTSA wins, they're in. If Tulane wins, they're in. I think. Don't quote me on that. But
UTSA
don't
is the
sleep
loser
on.
coach.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, I think he's going to be the Texas A&M guy. He knows Texas. Anyways, don't want to sidetrack us.
I was going to say. Oh, yeah, they're both undefeated. They're both 7-0 in the American. UTSA started off slow. They've come on hot lately. Yeah, they've won 7 in a row.
They got going.
Anyways.
Butch.
Okay. No, he does his last. So we go through all of ours.
Already done
Game
mine.
with that dog in it. Game with that dog in it. Go ahead.
Clemson USC. Another series. Clemson's smelling themselves right now. USC is looking for something to salvage this season. And here we come. Last game of the year. Clemson's, built themselves back up. They're thinking they can wear orange again. They're thinking they can go out and run down the hill and do the whole thing again and make it a whole spectacle again. But you know what? They're playing at USC, and they're about to get cocked right in the face. We should change it from that game with that dog in it to game with that cock in it.
We will if South Carolina wins. We'll change it to game with that cock in it. Oh man. My game with that dog in it. Georgia Southern at App State. We got everything in front of us. Went on the road, ruined the James Madison parties. Suck it in your face. You disrespected App State with all your we deserve this and we deserve that. Well, you lost. We came up there and took it from you. That was a come and take it game, and we took it. So App State's got a chance. Hope is still alive because Coastal Carolina, Grayson McCall is doubtful against JMU. So App State, it's time to answer the bell and win one of these games where we all think you're going to poop the bed. All right, playoff model jump, Tex. Go.
Texas will dominate Texas Tech. Be enough to propel them because something's going to happen in a game, another rivalry game. Washington plays Washington State. Oregon plays Oregon State. There's going to be some moving and some shaking, as well as Florida State potentially screwing up here this week. Backup quarterback never happen.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
That'll propel Texas into
Okay.
the actual model. You know they want to put him in.
Playoff model jump for me.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't want to put him in. Expand the playoff, and everything's fine. Liberty at UTEP. Liberty's got a chance to do it, to get to 12-0 before they lose their coach. But they're at UTEP. Could be a trap game. Maybe I should have put that as a trap game. But I want to see Liberty go because they're in our playoff model. So keep fighting, Liberty Flames. Flame on. Wait, isn't that the guy from Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Which is right into our college football playoff. Fantastic Four. Flame on. All right, trap game. Tex.
North Carolina State plays UNC.
Mm.
North Carolina State is the lone ranked North Carolina football program, and UNC is much better than their record lets on. And North Carolina State has been terrible on offense, and UNC's been pretty good. Neither team has been excellent on defense, but this game is a trap game for NC State. They're about to lose their rank.
After they just got ranked. UNC has shot themselves in the foot so many times.
Yep.
They've run out of feet.
Get it together. This is the game they get it together.
Florida State at Florida, my trap game.
Battle of the backups.
Both, yes, backups. Florida State has everything on the line. Florida has nothing on the line. Can Florida State rally the troops in Gainesville on a Thanksgiving week? This has trap game written all over it. Everybody would love nothing more than Florida State to lose so they can just completely eliminate the ACC from the college football game. But I want Florida State to win so that we have to have the conversation. So it puts the college football playoff in a blender. J-Vise quickly, Ole Miss, Mississippi State. Egg Bowl got cucked, so don't sleep on them. Maybe get 2 TVs going. Jacksonville State and New Mexico State. I believe this one is for which one was this? Not the American. What's the other one? I don't remember. It had some sort of stipulation to it. Oh, Jacksonville State still has a chance to win the Conference USA. So whatever. Playoff model jump. Oregon State at Oregon. That feeds right into Texas game. And then the trap game, JMU at Coastal Carolina. Because if Coastal loses, App State wins. And then if Troy loses, App State will host the Sun Belt Championship. Butch P, go.
Unbelievable.
All right, guys. I'm going to tell you this. Big noon Saturday, okay? Big noon Saturday. What time is this game at?
Noon.
Is it?
It's a noon game.
The crack of noon.
We have the Ohio State Buckeyes eyes, guys. All right. The best eyes guys on the Buckeyes. They're going to the big house with their shoes. And they're going to make the biggest playoff jump at the play-in game and still be out of our models because they will not make it in. Okay. Because the Michigan Wolverines are going down. We don't even know what their mascot is. Okay.
They don't have one.
They don't have one. All right. So Michigan getting their first L. They struggled against Maryland last week. Ohio State is going to come in to beat them. It's probably going to be by a couple of touchdowns.
Whoa.
Yes. Whoa.
Plot twist.
Right.
Jim Harbaugh shows up as the first mascot of Michigan history, but nobody knows who it is, and he's calling plays. What do you think of the possibility of that?
He's got the spy dog because he's got the dog in him. It's going to be a dog because he is a dog.
Jim Harbaugh is going to have a drone that he's flying over the stadium that stops play every 5 minutes. Thoughts?
Oh,
I still think if he shows up, oh, hey, look, there's a Michigan mascot. It's a Wolverine. Wait a minute. They've never had a Wolverine before.
What if he shows up
It's
as
just
the
Jim
Buckeye?
Harbaugh standing on the sideline and a Wolverine. Hey, there, Brutus.
Yes,
Brutus the
Brutus.
Buckeye.
He somehow gets
All right.
Brutus's costume from them. He steals it. Used to that.
He is Brutus.
Mm-hmm.
They used to steal stuff. Now you probably get banned from that or whatever. 2 ranked matchups all weekend. You get college football and NFL. 6 undefeated teams remain because JMU lost. Who'd they lose to? App State. State. So there you go. What do we think of the college football playoff that we put together here, fellas?
Lacking in horns.
See, I put another little thing on there that says team that lost to the first team out, Alabama. And then the first team out is Texas.
Yeah.
And I like the way it looks here. I think Washington at 1, Georgia at 2, Florida State at 3, Liberty at 4. And then you got the playing games. I mean, I think this is great here. Oregon and Louisville there at 5 and 6. And then a playing game for all the marbles, Ohio State, Michigan. I mean, I don't see any holes in that one. We did move Georgia up and Liberty back in. Everybody cool with that?
No.
Yeah.
No, what would you do?
Texas would be in there.
Oh gosh, get out of here!
No.
They've got an L.
No.
Take out Georgia.
They've lost to.
Yeah,
they've lost to a team that lost to a bunch of other teams.
I'm just telling you right now. Take out Georgia because Bama's going to beat them.
We don't need that.
I'm telling you right now.
We don't need that. Because they're going to put 2 SEC teams in if that happens. You know that.
They'll force them to put Texas in.
No, it will force them to put 2 SEC teams in. That would be the worst thing to happen to Texas.
There will be multiple upsets this weekend.
No.
With Texas not being one of them.
All right.
All right. How dare you? Next. Last thing. Here we go, folks. How dare yous? You saw the little video that I ran that ran probably like 3 times. Sorry. Text, tell us your how dare you. I put a U-Haul truck
So you see these guys, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm about to tell you what I mean. So you see these guys with their pickup trucks driving around with a hitch. They never haul anything. They just have a hitch because they like the way it looks with their truck driving around. And they never one time haul anything anywhere. They just have a hitch and talk about hauling stuff. Yeah, my truck will haul 13,000 pounds. I like to hook things up, but I never use it because, I don't have a hitch. I don't have a trailer. All right, that's my how dare you.
I do have a trailer. I do have a trailer. You've seen it.
I'm not. Who said I was talking about you?
I know who you're talking about.
Who said I was talking about you?
You don't fall. Okay, I have 2. First is a J. How dare you? Jumping over the fence into the new stadium, like the one guy who was a true fan, and not going through a table. He had 3 chances, 3 opportunities he could have done at the tailgate to solidify his Bills Mafia fandom, and he did none. He did 0.
He had 2 guys who were willing to choke slam him right through a table. Didn't make one request.
He didn't want to do it. That's why they're not winning.
Coward.
My other one is somebody stole my trailer hitch off my truck. I got home today, and my son, who likes to climb up in the back of the truck, goes, "Daddy, where's the silver ball that I climb up on the back of your truck with?" I was like, "What is he talking about?" And I walk back there, trailer hitch is gone. Don't know who stole it. Probably happened at the airport. Have no idea where it's
who at the airport for sure.
How dare you? Who steals a trailer hitch?
Somebody who needs to haul something.
Dude, that's a big thing.
Wait a minute.
That's one of the biggest things people steal.
You're over there, you're not even using it. Why are you mad?
Is it really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
You need to get one of those locking pins.
Yeah. You got to get a BMW.
I mean,
They
I
have
just
them at, you can buy them at AutoZone.
never thought that was like. I just can't believe like walking up to somebody's truck and just yanking their trailer hitch and being like, "Yep, that's mine now,"
Probably
and then
need to
just
haul
leaving
something.
the airport and being like, "Yep, I feel good about everything." Like, what?
We aren't those type of people.
I mean, what are you walking around looking for trailer hitches for?
I don't. Again,
Whatever.
different
How dare you?
clientele.
Yeah. How
Need
dare
to haul
you,
something.
whoever stole my trailer hitch?
I wish it was me.
Oh,
I thought it was. I thought you. I don't know.
I drove to the airport and stole your hitch.
Something you would do.
Paid for parking.
Yeah.
a hitch that you could end up buying after the whole trip, the
Exactly.
round trip.
$40 in gas there. You could buy two of those. With a nice
$20 to park. Bush P, go. How dare you, whoever stole my trailer hitch?
All right. So, my how dare you is to trailers. Okay. Because it's hard to pull trailers without a hitch. No, but seriously.
Yeah, it sure is.
When I was at the game, dude, I was standing for my team. This is actually my how dare you. And the people were telling me to sit down.
It's a gentleman's game. Why would you stand?
I was like,
you stumping for politics?
When the entire section to our lefts was standing, and everybody's like, "Hey, sit down."
What'd you tell him? What'd you say?
I said, y'all do you, and I'll do me.
Dude, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this right.
Hey, you do.
You do you, and I'll do me.
Good response.
Nobody sits at the Bills games ever, unless it's halftime. Ever. You stand the whole game.
Man, good for them.
Standing.
Good for them. Everybody needs to stand.
You stand the whole game. So yeah, how dare you? Okay. That's it. I mean, we talked a lot of football, talked a lot of deviled eggs. I think that's a bow on episode. Our TO episode 81. Rangers leading the Metro, by the way. Rangers win. Penguins lose. Yeah, they did.
They did.
The
unbelievable.
They stink.
Unbelievable. No, I'm just saying, given how they've lost, usually a 1-0 game to me is pretty unbelievable. Given their defensive pairings.
Yes, that is not them.
Nope.
Wodamaker standings. Butch P remains firmly in first with 15. You can see it on the ticker. J Vi's in second with 12. This is our inner squad where we come up with contests we play between each other. Tex has moved all the way up to third, and he's coming. He's cooking. He's got 10. He's in double digits. DK Dylon is falling. He's falling worse than the Vikings are falling, which is his team. And then I'm moving up the leaderboard. Actually, I'm still in last, but I've got some wins now. I'm finding my stride right around the time where Butch found his stride last year. So are we going to see a worst to first? I think so. Recommend our show to a friend. This will be a great road trip show. Follow us on YouTube, The Millie Goats, Rumble The Millie Goats, Twitter at Millie Goats, Instagram at The Millie Goats, website and blog, themilliegoats.godaddysites.com. Apparel at www.raeo.live, where you can get the big third down hat. Do it. Perfect Christmas gift, because it's always a big third down. Subscribe, rate, and review to the show. We'll see you Sunday night? Anything else, fellas?
Nope. Stay safe out there.
Hey, football tomorrow. Let's win the Millie. Let's go App State. Armani's retirement game. Let's go Niners. Bury the Seahawks. Put a strangle. Put a stranglehold on them.
On them.
Happy Thanksgiving.